Hello, my name is AravaVT, and I'm a dragon that loves to play a variety of games, and today I want to give my honest review of Solarpunk. Solarpunk is a game where you survive on floating islands using advanced solar technology. You can farm, take care of animals, and build your dream home by yourself or with up to 3 friends. Solarpunk costs $22.99 and is available on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. At the time of this review, I have 29 hours of playtime and have completed the game. So now that you've heard my credentials, let's get into the review itself. In this game, your survival mechanics are mostly just food, water, and avoiding gravity mishaps. As I mentioned before, you can play this game with friends. However, for the purpose of this review, I did only play it solo, so I cannot comment on how well the multiplayer works on PC. As far as the single player experience goes, I can say that I really had no issues at all with actually playing the game. There wasn't really stuttering or anything like that. The performance was overall pretty smooth for me on my rig. In the beginning, when I started playing the game on day 1, there were some bugs with the farm plots and things like that. When you would reload the game, they would duplicate. However, they did patch that out pretty quickly, so that was really nice to see. The gameplay loop itself is really fun and enjoyable. There's no mobs or enemies, other than yourself, of course, and you simply gather materials, craft your house, grow your crops, find and raise your animals, while selling things to the shopkeeper to progress the game and get some cool cosmetics for your base and your airship. The gathering in this game, though, did feel a little bit lackluster. I personally found the mining and the wood chopping animations kind of lame and awkward, but they did get the job done. Luckily, later on in the game, you do unlock ways to make gathering materials easier, so this part becomes less of a pain point for me. You unlock new crafting patterns in this game by using your workbench, and you have different crafting tables to make your items. Includes furniture, furnaces, power infrastructure, and like a simple logistics system for your transporting goods across the islands. While basic building pieces can be crafted from your bag with the materials you have in it, you have to craft items and furniture at the workbench and then place them in the world. In the beginning of the game, you cannot get your materials back from the items that you've crafted, but without going too much into spoilers, that does change later on in the game. A good thing about this game is that the crafting itself is instant, so there's no need to queue up items and then come back later in real time like some other games. You just crafted it and it's immediately ready for you. The bad thing is you cannot craft items from the materials in your chests. Everything has to be in your bag, which for me, this is like a really big negative, because I feel like in this day and age of survival crafting games, this is a pretty big staple quality of life, and any game nowadays that doesn't really come out with this, I feel is just losing out. You also cannot move any chests. If they have items in it, you'll have to empty the chests and then move them. But this does bring me to like one of the coolest things I have seen in a crafting game. And that is, this game has furniture that interacts with your chest. So there is a piece of furniture or a couple pieces that you can buy that you can put your chest into, and they snap into it really nicely so you can stack them. This was really cool. I haven't really seen this in another crafting game, survival crafting game, so I really did like this feature. And some of the items you can place, they don't snap to anything, so you can just put them anywhere. You can put stuff on top of your workbenches. It's not like a no build zone. You can build kind of really wherever you want, as long as you can place the item on a flat surface type of thing. So that to me was really cool. It lets you customize your builds in a way that you normally can't with other crafters, so you could get really detailed and have some nice finesse with your building system. That being said, placing some of the items, like the farm plots, did not snap to anything or each other. They snapped to nothing. And this, for me, my OCD was so frustrating. I was trying to make a nice, orderly flower bed and greenhouse, but my OCD had an absolute fit of a time with getting some of these pieces to work and do what I wanted. In the end, through patience and perseverance, I did get the look that I was going for. So while it was frustrating, I still was at least able to accomplish most of my goals. Going back to the logistics and transporting of things in this game, you can use drones to move items between islands, but this is a very simple system. It takes one drone to move an item from one thing to your base, and then you have to manually unload the drone. So So if you have 2 drills that you need to move ore from, you need 2 drones. To spare you like all the logistics of it, I'm just going to summarize. The automation at the time of my playthrough worked, but it felt kind of clunky, and you needed an enormous amount of power and resources to get a fully functional, semi-automated system. To summarize, I would give this game a 6.5 out of 10. I really like the concept in the building. I just feel like the game itself was unfinished and could have been a little bit more fleshed out with some of its systems. Some of the harsh negatives for me personally were that you couldn't craft from chests, as we went over before, and some of the just general progression of the game felt needlessly slow to make you spend more time in the game. Like, there was one point in the game I was sitting there watching my wheat grow to progress. There's really not much else I could do. When I did get to the end of the game, it felt a little bit lackluster. I wanted more goals, maybe some more repeatable missions, something to work towards while perfecting my home. It felt like a really good idea that could have used just a little bit more polish. If you have played the game though, or you're interested in it, don't take my negatives as law. There is a roadmap for potential future fixes like crafting from chests, new islands and biomes to explore, better snapping options for some of the build pieces, and more. So some of my complaints may be addressed in future updates to the game. So there is hope for some of these. If you want to see more of this game, please click on the link below, or at the end of this video for some of the funniest and most enjoyable moments from my playthrough. If that still isn't enough, you can head over to my VODs page and watch my full playthroughs of this game. If you'd like more honest game reviews, please be sure to like and subscribe to keep up with whatever game captures my attention next. Play it, skip it, or wishlist it, let me know what you decide in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.